Here we have a 2022 Nissan Murano. This one comes in the SL trim level with all-wheel drive in that beautiful magnetic black on graphite leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 made into a continuously variable transmission, and that gets you 260 horsepower, 240 pound-feet of torque. And as we get to the front end here, LED daytime running lights along with LED headlamps and LED fog lights. And down here we have 20-inch aluminum wheels. Get passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And there are the controls for power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, memory seats. And then there's your blind spot monitor there. And there you have your power liftgate control, heated steering wheel control, etc. And there we have a power driver's seat with power lumbar support. Onto the rear seat. So that's my rear leg room there. I have about an inch of headroom. And of course I have the seat in front of me just for someone of my size, and I'm 6'3". But the reason my leg room isn't so great is because the seat back itself is just huge, really wide, which makes them really comfortable for the driver. But anyways, the good news is back here we have heated seats for the rear outboard passengers, 2-stage, and then a USB-C and USB-A charging port. And then of course we have our rear AC vents there. And there's a view of the front from back here. And there's our center seat. We have a little storage there, cup holders. Let's go ahead and check out the back next. So there's the view of the back end there. Really like the tail lights. And there's a view of the cargo space. Really good size back here. And that kind of is why the rear legroom isn't the best. And those seats fold flat. And then you still have plenty of space anyway. But if you need more, you can go ahead and do that easily. And then down there we have a dual exhaust. And then to fold the back seats back up, all you do is pull up until they lock back into place. And then you can even pull this strap here. You can lean the seats back even more. And that'll help with your seating arrangement. As you can see, that seat back there was up quite a bit, so that might help with your space too, comparatively, as you can see. But onto the window sticker. This one stickers for right at $44,630. And there are all your standard options there that come on the Murano SL. And big shout out to Nissan of Cool Springs for letting me review this vehicle. And there's your power front passenger seat. And now we're just gonna take a quick look under the hood. And there's that 3.5 liter V6. And I like how easily that hood shut. A nice sound, and it's just easy to close. Didn't have to open it up again and try shutting it. So over here, turn the AC down. We have a heated leather wrap steering wheel, which the toggles over there. And it's actually a really thick wheel, and I like that. And I can still fit my hand all around it, depending on if you like to drive like this, etc. And then over here we have our navigation screen. And there's our backup camera there. And then we get AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And then we also get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well. And we even have an aux input if you want to do that. And then here's our home screen. And if you have SXM set up, you can have traffic and weather and all that. And you can customize the map here, or the home screen, excuse me. And down here we have our dual zone automatic climate controls. There's a USB-C, USB-A input there, as well as that aux input, and then you have a 12 volt. And then here's our shifter. You just hit the button behind, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you can go over here and manually shift the CVT. Little storage there, cup holders, 2-stage heated seats for the driver and front passenger. And a pretty good size center console cubby space there. And there's a view of that back seat from up here. Here's our glove compartment with owner's manual. And we have that Bose sound system. Those are the front speakers. We have a universal garage door transmitter there. And onto the steering wheel controls, we can toggle the source from AM, FM, XM. And then we can adjust the volume. And then here we have our gauge cluster controls. And then we have our track list or radio station controls here. And then Bluetooth controls. And to the right side of the steering wheel, we have our cruise controls. So we can go ahead and toggle that on and off. And then this controls your distance there between the vehicle in front of you and yourself. And just a lot of options here for what you can see while driving. And I really like how easy the screen is to use. And there's our push button start. Finally, here's our key fob with remote start. But next, we're gonna go ahead and take this 22 Murano SL all-wheel drive out on the road for a quick test drive. So far, I really like how it drives. Very simple. But like I said earlier, I really just like how the steering wheel feels. And that really makes the drive that much more enjoyable. And I really like the brake pedal feel too. Really strong pull, but not touchy. We're gonna give it some throttle getting on the interstate here. And the all-wheel drive setup really does give you the perfect amount of grip coming around corners, as opposed to having a little too much on the front. But of course, the all-wheel drive is for those who tend to drive in a lot of snow and ice. But I mean, it's still good for just having really good traction all the way around. And I will say, I've reviewed Muranos before, but this ride is just really, really good. Like the previous ones, but at least in this body style. Just a really composed ride, not too smooth, definitely not harsh, but just a really good feel. And I think the Murano is probably the best, I want to be careful with what I say, but in my opinion, the best driving Nissan. I have a QX50 and I wish it drove more like this Murano did. I mean, the steering just feels really nice. It doesn't feel as loose or flimsy as other Nissans do, in my opinion. And the naturally aspirated V6 just does a really good job at having power all the way around, and it's consistent. And I can't say enough about the ride quality. The Armadas ride pretty good, but this just, it doesn't ride as heavy. And unless you need that extra space, I would go with this and save the money as opposed to getting the Armada. Which the Armada is going to be a bit more luxurious, but especially if you get this in a platinum with heated and cooled seats, myself personally, I wouldn't miss anything compared to the Armada. We'll give it some throttle one more time. Yeah, the power band's just really good, especially with the CVT. You just have that power all the time. But this will bring me to the end of my review of the 2022 Nissan Murano SL all-wheel drive.